Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy S. V. Hee ha. Need not to worry. I'm back here with another John. Yeah, man. We gon' we gonna uncover Tyson Fury, man. This is crazy how you guys go out of your way to turn a blind eye and to support this guy after everything he's done negatively in boxing, man. He's done more negative in the sport than positive in the sport. Every time he has a milestone, it's ruined by him getting caught doing suspect things, man. How can you guys support this man? This isn't how he's moving is a habitual pattern. He always does this when he wants to back out of fights. When he's scared of fights. He's scared, y'all. He did this to Klitschko twice. Twice. They were supposed to fight July 9th, and that got pushed back because of a ankle injury. And then July 9th starts coming up. Now he's all of a sudden he's mentally, medically unfit to fight. They had to strip him of the belts, and then he comes out with all of these excuses about how they don't like gypsies and all of this, right? Why nobody saying that? You know why nobody's saying nothing? Because he's fighting Deontay Wilder. That's why. But when he was fighting Klitschko and was doing this to Klitschko, oh, they was bashing that boy. Oh yeah, look at the articles. Look at the articles. They was going in on Fury. They was going in on Fury and was making Klitschko look like the boxing god. They talked about the unprofessionalism. They talked about all the corruption behind Tyson. They suspended him from fighting in his country for paying guys off to stay quiet about him cheating. Because he was popped for steroids. This is a pattern with him, and every time it's some mental this is something he's overweight and he's depressed. This is the guy that y'all choose to support. No, y'all only choosing to support him because he's fighting a black man in Deontay Wilder. That's what it's about, man. Whether y'all want to say it or not, that's what it's about. Because imagine if these COVID allegations was coming out of Deontay Wilder's camp. What y'all would be saying. If this was coming out of Deontay Wilder's camp that, Deontay's team caught the COVID, y'all would be like, he's scared. He's scared of another ass whooping from Fury. That's what it really is. Wilder's a bum. Get him out of the sport. That's what y'all will be saying. He's just coming up with excuses. But Tyson's not coming up with excuses. He's coming up with excuses, y'all. He always does this. He's been linked to gangsters out there in the UK or in Ireland somewhere that right now are currently under a federal indictment out there. They're being investigated heavy, and he's trying to stop all associations with them now since they're under that federal indictment. He's running like a bat out of hell. This is who y'all choose to support. This is y'all heavyweight champion that y'all compare to Muhammad Ali? disrespectful can you get comparing Tyson Fury to the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali? Oh my God. That's blasphemous to associate Tyson's name anything close to the great Muhammad Ali. There's nothing great about Tyson Fury other than his mouth and his antics. That's it. Screw his boxing skill at this point. Who cares? He has a 13-year boxing career. 13 years, and has never, ever, 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 ever defended a heavyweight championship. And y'all just act like it doesn't like it doesn't exist. Y'all act like it's just never happened. It's Tyson Fury, he's great. Y'all just act like it never happens. This is part of the sickening thing in boxing, along with corrupt judges, along with people putting in blood, sweat, and tears just to be robbed by a nonsense decision. This guy was caught with tampered gloves multiple times, all the way up until a fight where the thumb in his glove was manipulated. And y'all don't care about none of this, right? Only when it's a fighter that y'all don't like, or a fighter that is black. That's the only time things like what Tyson Fury is doing is being swept under the rug and act like nothing's happening. You guys act like nothing's happening. Like Tyson Fury is just the most professional, upstanding boxer we've ever seen. That's how y'all treating him. I'm sure Bob Arum is extremely upset. Bob Arum said him himself. There should be no excuses on why this fight's not happening if all teams on both sides are fully vaccinated. Right? Bob Arum saying that they were fully vaccinated. Tyson Fury and their team is saying that, he only had one vaccination shot. Listen, it's lies, y'all. Tyson Fury is not ready for this fight. He is getting whooped on by his sparring partners left and right. He's not looking good. His mental health is starting to come into play because he's being forced to fight a fight that he's been trying to run away from. He's been trying to run away from this trilogy. And all you guys been trying to support him and running away from the trilogy. Lying, talking about how the AJ and Fury fight is bigger than the trilogy when it's not. When Tyson Fury admitted it, saying that he's going to stand to make way more money than he was going to make fighting AJ. How is that the biggest fight if you're making less money in it? The bigger the fight, the more money you make. Yeah? Yeah? That's how that works. The bigger the fight, the more money you stand to make. Not the bigger the fight, the less money. That makes no sense. Bob Arum knew a long time ago that this trilogy was the biggest fight. It's just you guys want to hate Deontay Wilder so bad. Y'all want to hate this guy so bad. No matter what, if he doesn't give you a reason to hate him, y'all gotta pick and reach and dig, fight and claw to look for something to hate on this man. That's the God honest truth. That's just the truth. Y'all looking to hate Deontay Wilder. These are facts that I'm talking here. Look them up for yourself. Do I have to pull this up? Look at this. Medical specialists had advised that the condition is too severe to allow him to participate in the rematch, and he will require treatment before going back into the ring. This is the Klitschko fight that was postponed once and then full out canceled the next time. Then they started stripping belts from Tyson Fury. Then he was banned from his own country of fighting there because they caught him cheating. And he tried to blame it on gypsy racism, right? Remember that? He blamed it on gypsy racism. Now Deontay Wilder says it's white privilege and see? Look at the difference. Look at the difference in treatment. We're going to pull all the layers back on this clown. Tyson Fury is a clown. He is a coward in boxing. And if you support him, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself if you support Tyson Fury. If you continue to make up excuses for this guy. You should be ashamed of yourself. Deontay Wilder accuses Fury. Deontay Wilder accuses Fury of cheating and tampering with his gloves. And the whole boxing world is appalled that a documented known cheater would do such a thing. Y'all act like it's something that's not possible when he was caught multiple times tampering with his gloves with other fighters that years before a Deontay fight was even in play. Years before the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight was in play, Fury was caught tampering with his gloves. There's proof and evidence out there about it. This is like, do I have to pull up the articles? Talk to Siri, guys. All you gotta do is press the microphone on your phone and say, did Tyson Fury cheat? And look what will come up. Look what will come up. Klitschko, Glovegate, steroids, gangster association. All of these things will come up in the Google search. And y'all just want to sweep it under the rug because y'all don't want to give the black man no credit. Y'all don't want to give the black fighter no credit. That's not true. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That what I'm saying is that I'm lying or I'm just making this up. I'm not making this up because I don't like Fury. I don't like Fury because he's a cheater. That's why I don't like Fury. I don't even want to talk about, how skilled of a boxer he is anymore. Fuck that. This guy is a cheater and he needs to be out of boxing fully. I hope that he doesn't recover from whatever fake COVID, whatever. It's fake. It's fake. He's not mentally fit to fight. That's what it really is. Trust me, this fight's not happening. Trust me, I do not believe that this fight's going to happen. Not even when September comes. You know what's going to happen? They're going to strip the belt. Tyson Fury is going to be forced to vacate the WBC belt. That's how Wilder's going to get the belt back. And the biggest fight in boxing, again, will be Wilder versus AJ. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this is a pattern with Tyson Fury. He's in there getting fat, eating whatever he wants, talking about he wants to get over 300 pounds for the fight. He's lying because he's just out of shape and he's just not ready. He's getting abused by his youngest sparring partners, F.A. Ajamba and Big Baby Anderson. That was reported by Bob Arum, and Tyson Fury himself said that Big Baby Anderson has been giving Tyson Fury hell in sparring. He did an interview where he was busted up. He was all busted up, talking about his mental health and all of these things in boxing and how all of his highs, he had so many lows. How he wanted to kill himself after the Deontay Wilder win. You know why he wanted to kill himself? Because he knows he's cheated and he didn't win it honestly. That's why. That's why. And people started pulling his card on it and started reporting it. And we did not let up. As bad as y'all wanted to sweep it under the rug, the boxing community did not let Tyson Fury off the hook like you guys are trying to get him off the hook. No. He is a cheater and he is a disgrace to boxing. Do not ever, ever, ever compare him to a great like Muhammad Ali. It is blasphemous. Okay? It's unjust. It's not fair to compare him to somebody like Muhammad Ali who's sacrificed everything for the sport of boxing. Everything for the sport of boxing. How dare you make such a statement, Bob Arum, comparing. And Bob Arum is somebody that's seen Ali fight live, that was part of Muhammad Ali fights, and you will dare say that Tyson Fury compares to Muhammad Ali? Please, please stop. Tyson Fury is a cheater. Tyson Fury is a coward. Okay? That's what he is. He's not a real man. He's not a stand-up man. The only way he can do anything is by cheating and by sneaking and going around people, paying people off, using gangsters. He's a disgrace to boxing, and he should be not allowed to fight back in his country or here in the States. I know Bob Arum is pissed. I know Bob Arum is pissed because you playing with Bob Arum's money. And Bob Arum do not like people playing with his money. White, black, Mexican. He don't like people playing with his green. You could see the disgust on Bob Arum's face when he was talking about the COVID situation and boxers being vaccinated. You could see the disgust on his face. Messing up huge historic fights in boxing because of your undisciplined self, Tyson Fury. Yes, you're just a disgrace, man. You're a disgrace. I'm going to continue to pull the layers back on this clown. I'm on your helmet, Tyson. Next, John.